friends. So in this video I'm going to teach you how to trade based on 1 hour pattern. Okay, so right now I'm drawing the pattern based on triangle 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 times it has been getting a rejection, and at the top also it has been getting a good rejection. So what do? I turn on our indicator and I'll just go to the 15 minutes. So in 1 hour time frame, the trade is valid only for one time. So in the daily time frame, in the previous strategy, we were saying that we used to trade for 1 or 2 or maybe 3 times, correct? So here we are not going to do that, and we are going to stick with just the one trade. Okay, so after the breakout, what do? So here the zone has been broken first. Okay, so do you trade here? No, you should not. Our primary goal is pattern breakout. So we wait for the pattern breakout and then the zones. So here zones have been broken first, so you must wait for the pattern to get breached, and this is where I would enter exactly here. Okay, and my stop loss would be below the candle, and it has gone up, it has given 8.23%, but you don't want to wait till there. I would be happy with 5%. I would just go out of the trade after getting 5%, because if I'm getting 10x leverage, it's 50% in just one day. Isn't that right? You don't even have to trade for the rest of the week. You can just observe the market or enjoy. So that is how you must trade, okay, for the 1 hour time frame. So here again, let me look at the pattern first. Okay, this is the pattern that I'm seeing in Equitas. 1 2 3 1 2 3 almost 4. Let me just adjust it. This would be perfect. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 times, 1 2 3 times rejection. So there was a gap up. So what do? I turn on and see if the red zone is broken. The first time it was not able to break, and then there was a break. Isn't that right? So what do? I just wait for the zones to get breached, and I enter. My stop loss would be below the candle or below the zone, depends on the situation. And look at this, it gave a move of again 7%. Be done for the day. Okay, you don't have to trade further. Look at this. What normally people would do is that they also try to trade the next day after looking the 15 minutes time frame, but we know for sure that we are not going to take up a trade here, because it has been forming. I mean, as per our strategy, we trade 1 hour breakouts for one time. Isn't that right? So here this was a stop loss hit, but this could have easily been avoided by how? We know that it is just for one time. And LIC, let me go to the 1 hour time frame. Okay, this is what I see. I see a breakout as well. So what do? I'll go for the 15 minutes time frame, and I turn on the supply and demand indicator, and I wait for both the zones and trend line to be broken. So here luckily both got there was a breakout from both the zones and the trend line. So what do? I just wait for some retrace, and probably even after you can just enter, guys, don't worry. Even after the close of this 15 minutes candle, the entry should be fine. Even if I had seen it, I would have entered here. The stop loss would be below the zone here. Okay, and look at the move. Again 4%. Be done for that. You don't have to trade further. So if you want to make more money, we are going to look at swing trading, and that's how we are going to make money. Okay, so regarding the swing trading, we are going to capture a very large move. Okay, unlike intraday, where we are looking for like 4%, 3%, in swing trading we are going to look for much more profits. Okay, so again, this is real. I traded this today. This was this was shared in the group, actually, in our community, and I had to take this trade. And so what did I do? I just waited for the this is the pattern. So here there has been some confusion, but the reason why I drew this is because this is a clear rejection, and these are a very clear rejection. Isn't that right? I'll just adjust it. Okay, 1 2 3, almost 3 times. These are very clear rejection, and also this is a clear rejection, so we can ignore this area. You don't have to adjust it with this one, you just can neglect. Okay, mainly because after this one there has been a good support at this trend line. Okay, so after the break up down, what do? I turn on the indicator, guys. And again, another thing is that uh, I'll explain you with the zeal example. Okay, so what you can do is, in this case, what you can do is, you can also trade between the zone. If let's consider the trend line is here, okay, and it is breaking from here. Let's consider a candle is breaking very sharply from here. What you must do is, you can just go short here, the stop loss on top of the trend line or the candle. You can have the first target as our zone. You get it what I'm saying? So in other instance, you can also go short in this pullback. I would have gone short here if I had seen it earlier. So although I went short here during the afternoon, and I closed it here. Okay, so I had a profit of somewhere around 2500 or something, I'm not sure. So something around that. I made profit in JSTW Steel and Zeal for today. Okay, so what you must do is that there are two ways to trade in 1 hour time frame pattern. Yes, I told you that you must wait for the zones to get broken. That applies when it is very nearby. So here it is quite nearby, but let's consider our risk reward here. Okay, let's say we are entering here with a short. My target is here. Okay, this is my first target. My stop loss would be above the trend line. Okay, here my risk is 1:1.26, so almost more than my risk, correct? So you can go whenever you see a setup which is equal or more than your risk, you can go for the trade. Okay, so just make sure your risk is small and your target is at least equal or more than risk. So here I am risking 1000 rupees to get 1200 rupees, which is fine for me, and making a short here with the target up to here, which got achieved easily, and then I next take up a trade here again. Okay, so this is how you must trade. I'll just explain you again, guys. Let's consider, forget about this one, let's consider a trend line is like this, and you see a candle like this is breaking down. So you can short here. Please listen carefully. You can short here with the stop loss up to here and target up to here. Okay, and you can just trail your stop loss also. So if it is close by, you can keep the target here or just trail your stop loss. It works beautifully, and people are making really good money out of these strategies. Okay, so let me go to the 1 hour. This TCS was also traded by me very recently. So I'll just show you. There has been a breakdown from the pattern. So what do I do? The first step is go to the 15 minutes time frame and then turn on the indicators. So let me see the risk reward ratio. Okay, so this is what I was mentioning you guys. So after the trend line breakdown, although the close is not very strong, I would think twice. Okay, because I would see. So another important thing here is that whenever there is a breakdown, there should be a strong close. What do I mean by strong close? The candle should be like this, not this candle, this particular candle. It is very strong. What do I mean by strong? Which has no wick at the bottom. When there is a breakdown, there should be no wick at the bottom, which means that the selling is high, the pressure is high, which gives me a confidence. So I traded only here. The reason being, looking at this, okay, looking at this red candle, I would think twice, because the sellers the buyers have been here looking at the wick. Okay, so I won't take up a trade, although the risk is favorable here. If I had taken a entry here, my risk would be above the candle probably, or above the trend line. It depends on your risk appetite. My target would be the zones. What do? My risk is 1.1 is to 1.27, which means for 1000 rupees risk I am getting a target of 1000 rupees, profit of 1000 rupees, which is completely fine. But still I avoided it because of the not so good close of this candle. Okay, so my entry was right around after the break of the zones, and I don't know how much I booked, but my profit was around 5000 or 6000. Okay, so this is how you do intraday. A very easy setup, guys. You can make money when you are very disciplined, and the number one thing you have to make sure is that the patterns have to be right. That is the key, and don't worry about that. The community will help you. Okay.